We're going on the air soon.
He said quiet on the set.
Software upstate, ready to install.
So you know what you're doing.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stems. Pink cotton candy,
Getting an
love on
update.
a stick.
When do you want to start it?
He's chasing the beer,
Right,
the
one.
circle the lips, play ball. Play ball.
That's what I hit.
Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball. Take off the caps. Time for the song. Red, white, and blue. We all sing along.
Hey, we're on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Live. Live on tape.
Tonight's
Live on tape. Tonight's episode.
Tonight's-
Tonight-
Tonight's episode is sponsored by
Yes.
LifeVac
LifeVac.
and Lights
Lights-
On Safety Solutions.
You know what? Read that LifeVac. Yeah, we're gonna read our sponsor right up front. Go ahead.
Thousands choke to death in their homes every year. It is extremely dangerous for individuals in wheelchairs. LifeVac is a simple rescue solution device, suction device. Let me start again. LifeVac is a simple rescue suction device designed to clear an obstructed airway in a choking emergency. The founder of the company, Mr. Lee, was visiting a friend's mom in the hospital and was told about a young boy who had died choking on a grape after the Heimlich did not work. The grief of this little boy's mom was heartbreaking and moved Arthur to make sure he kept his daughter safe in a choking emergency. He set out to invent an apparatus that could clear the airway of a choking victim.
LifeVac.
Can save thousands of lives a year lost to choking.
Check it
and
out.
has successfully saved 7 lives thus far without any.
We gotta get their
adverse
website. Google
All
it.
right,
LifeVac.
yeah, we got to get
like
somebody
it.
else to say so we don't have to work so hard.
So we're gonna go through a week a little bit.
Great
but
job,
just-
John, by the way.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm testing my radio voice.
I think that we're going to go through a week and everything like that. But our first guest, who is not here yet, is also one of our co-hosts, Steve Oliva. So
He got the time on
hopefully
that.
he'll wander in at any point.
But how are we going to get through our week if we're pre-taping for next week? We didn't even start our week.
It's like a time machine.
You know, we don't even
Johnny
know.
Carson did
We
it.
don't even know who won the World Series yet.
We did. The
We
Dodgers.
do. The Dodgers
The
won.
Dodgers
They won 8-4.
8-4.
We shouldn't have said it. That was stupid.
8-4.
Now I got to win 8-4. I got to call the clubhouse. I got to win 8-4.
Well, I hope the Dodgers win. I do hope the Dodgers win.
I hope. I would like Houston to win. I'd like Houston to win. I think it'd be a nice story.
Well, you're always a
I
little
coached
different.
the Little League Dodgers, so I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
I know. I got some friends in Houston who went through the storm, and they're all pumped up. They're really, they're nuts out there over this. I mean, it's awesome.
My
And
family was all Dodger fans.
And the Dodgers, though, haven't won ever.
Yes, they did.
No, the 88 they
in-
won.
Did it when Kirk Gibson made that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
when they
I'm
beat
thinking
on-
Houston. I'm
when
thinking
they
Houston.
beat on
You're right.
Mets,
Houston
when they-
never won the World Series ever?
No, they were only in it once in 2005.
Really?
They got swept by the White Sox.
Well, because they were in the National League then.
Yeah, they got swept by the White Sox.
That's it. So enough with the World Series.
Pettit was on the team at that time, and Clemens.
We're done with the World Series?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about the World Series. Let's
Because
talk
the
about-
Dodgers
Let's
won.
talk about your week. Your week is more interesting than the World Series. Anything
It
happen?
is? My
Anything
week?
happen in the weekend that's coming that we're taping, so you'll know afterwards and before what's happening the weekend that's coming up?
I got a lot of shows coming up. A lot
As
of
always,
shows.
you're in demand.
No. This
You're
is-
in big demand.
I just got a lucky spurt. Otherwise, I've been pretty not busy.
What about last weekend? Did you do any
You
good
should be
shows?
busy.
Did
You're
we
a
fun
good,
last weekend?
Yeah, I did a show. We did a show in Port Jeff with Mr. John Butera. He put me on a great show,
that's right.
Crazy Fish Grill.
Mr. John doing a lot of shows.
Yes, he
That
does
was
a lot of
nice,
shows.
Yep.
Nice show.
You know, he gives a lot of comics stage time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does a nice job. He puts a lot of comics on his shows, which is nice because he gives a lot. If he could just put one less comic, I would say John Butera. Put the rest.
Yeah, but not me.
No, he said one less comic, John Butera.
Butera. No, we're kidding.
Ah, he's
We kid
awesome.
you.
He's
We
awesome.
kid you. Do a great
We're
job.
kidding, but John's not.
I mean, you did great. That's why he doesn't hire me.
He's put me on a lot of great shows.
Yeah.
His shows
We
are
were
fun.
on a show
were on
together. It was a great show.
We were on a show in an
Yeah.
Italian restaurant.
I did one
and
of
we
the
blew
shows,
the
yeah.
doors off the place.
It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
no, that's
Great
good
show.
work.
We had a fun night.
And the
Good
food
work.
there was fantastic.
That was with the girl Allegra Barnett.
Yes.
Barrett. Barnett. Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
yes,
Allegra.
Allegra.
Yeah, Allegra. She's a great girl. We had a lot of fun that night. And then your soprano stuff went over like tremendous.
The wait staff. He even said, because I asked Pat.
They loved you.
Yeah.
They loved you.
They love the thick soprano. Yeah.
Yesterday.
How was your
Last week, I have one day because we taped, so I went swimming today. I told Pat.
Okay.
I went swimming to Eisenhower Park pool.
Okay.
I did a half hour in the pool. I did mostly running in the pool. Running. I'm not a great swimmer. I do a little bit.
Right.
I'm really good at many things.
It feels good. But I want to bring the kid. I want to bring my grandson there. He's 15 months old. It's all senior citizens. So I think that'd be hysterical to
He'll
take a
lower the
picture.
median age dramatically.
I think it would be hysterical to take a picture with all of them with the little
That
peanut
would be
in there.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's a cute kid.
But I
Does he have
enjoyed that.
the floating things and all
They
that
don't allow
equipment?
them in the pool.
So what are you gonna do?
I gotta hold them and kick and do all that, and they don't allow them in there. They have them all there for the classes when they teach them. But I wanted to bring his little vest. I bought him a vest. They won't let me wear the vest.
I'm surprised they let you in
I
the
should
pool.
let him sink
I'm
a few
surprised they let
times.
you in the pool.
I should let him sink. And then maybe they'll let me wear a vest.
Get the life vac first.
Get the life vest.
You know what would be? You know what's interesting?
That helps
Who is
drowning,
more
the
of
life
who's more of a pee-pee threat, the senior citizens or your grandson?
Oh,
In a pool.
Me. It's a big pool. It's dilution. Hazmat. Dilution.
Dilution.
Oh my God!
How many gallons are there? Got to be like a
Oh, wait,
billion
hold-
gallons.
You've never peed in a pool.
I don't even
Never.
go in the pool.
I don't pee.
I didn't say go in a pool. You just could pee into it.
Actually, we'll put this to the audience.
Pat says, yeah, when I peed in that guy's pool yesterday. Did you go in? No, I just stood on thing up with my pee. Went in the pool, had another burger.
Oh, you peed from the
From the
balcony.
deck. From the deck.
Let me ask the audience a question. When I was little, and I still have thought this, I don't know if it's true or not. When I was a little kid, I was told when I went to my uncle's pool, if I peed in the pool, it would turn my swimsuit different colors because of the chemical.
No.
Is that a bullshit,
Yes.
a BS story, or is
Yes.
that true?
Well, did your swimsuit change?
But you can put some chemicals in there to do
Is
that.
it, but do they really have stuff that they know when you pee in the pool?
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Okay, I
Change
wasn't
colors.
well,
Let me talk about the Kentucky guys that called the show last week, which was it. I've been on the phone back and forth with them all day today. They are so excited to bring the Laughter Saves Lives comedy tour out there that we're looking now at Nashville, Louisville, and Paducah doing that's their hometown. So we got to go to their hometown.
But how? Nashville's in Tennessee.
Nashville is close to them.
Oh, but even though it's in Kentucky, I don't know that part of the country.
I guess
how was
I got
it
to
there?
put the
It's
map up.
nice there?
It was nice. I mean, I was in the sticks where I was, but that's going to be fun. They have the stair climb.
But how many stairs
well,
can they
you
have
were
there?
Well, you look like you were captured by ISIS. You were in that room there.
I was in the woods.
They had ugly curtains, just like my wife's.
Anything else?
You look like he was in an episode of Ray Donovan.
I was in the middle of nowhere. I hate that when you open up the hotel door and you're outside, like there's no hallway. You're
What? It
immediately
was Oh, I hate that. That's
like
not
there
a
could be
hotel, that's
Muskrat
We're a motel.
Muskrat Susie, Muskrat Sam could be standing right there.
What, not to change the subject, but where's our first guest?
He
I
must
bet
think
you he
it's
thought
an
it was
hour
8
later.
o'clock. He's going to come at 8 o'clock. We're going to be at the pizzeria.
gonna
No,
be-
but we
pizzeria.
told him last night it was early. He says he doesn't,
I think we only told him 5 times. He usually needs 6 to 7.
Well,
he's a busy guy.
He's gonna be. He's not. He'll
Hopefully,
be-
you know what? Hopefully he's okay.
Well,
Hopefully he's okay.
Listen. he'll
Text
be-
Annie and tell her to Skype in.
Yeah, Annie,
we'll
let's
text Annie.
get a
I'm
real
gonna read the
guest.
lights on safety solutions, so we bang them out, so we know we covered both commercials. Because last night we lost Famous Visions as a sponsor
We lost them?
because of Aliv's reading
last week.
last week. Last week.
Wait, where is Annie's...
Annie's number
Yeah,
is
we
right
wrote
here.
it down. We wrote it down.
Right here.
Don't give it to the general public.
Right. Oh, it's right there.
Lights
okay.
on Safety Solutions. Effective safety training for gas hazards saves lives. Yet until now, industry trainers have had to rely on placards, sticky notes, and unrealistic methods to prepare students and employees for potential threatening scenarios. So in the past, you've do a scenario and they tell them, hey, you got this much gas in the air, you have this much carbon dioxide. Now you have on an iPad and an iPhone can control the readings. So if Pat was on the training team, he'd be going in and I'd be at a distance controlling these readings, seeing how he's reacting in real time.
Can you check out in your neighborhood if you smell gas? Like by my mother's house,
Right.
there's this smell of like the methane
This
gas
is
out there.
all phony. I don't phony. That's a bad word. This is all controlled for a scenario. It's not real. It's not reading anything truly. It's because think about it. If you wanted to,
Oh, this is just for training.
if you wanted to
Okay.
simulate 10 times radiation background, do you want to be standing in 10 times background? No. But this can control that.
So this is just a training.
It's a training device.
device.
Gas monitor simulated wireless technology and portable handheld device for hazardous gas readings in real time, transforming training environments into realistic scenarios Lights On Safety Solutions.
All
Did
right.
we text Annie?
You did a nice
I
job.
just
with that.
texted Annie.
All right, so Annie will be.
I don't like your phone. I don't like the Android.
Well, you know what?
I have the
Yeah,
iPhone.
You're an iPhone.
I got
I'm
the
an
iPhone. I got
iPhone
the
guy.
when you're an
iPhone,
iPhone
too.
guy, you
Yeah.
don't really like.
It's not intuitive at all. We should get iPhone.
Here we go. I think we
Annie's
have
cool.
Annie on the line here. All right.
I will be. I'll be going to California.
Give Annie a
next
little
week.
intro too, what she does and
Oh,
what she's about.
shoot. Annie, you were on the air.
Hey, kids.
Can you see us?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. We can see you though.
I could see you.
How are you, darling?
I'm good.
No
I'm
faces.
good.
What are you making faces
Oh, she
for?
made a face.
We caught you.
We caught you.
Wait,
Let me give-
that's Carly Simon.
She looks like a lot like Carly Simon.
She looks like
yeah.
Carly Simon.
Yeah.
Say "Let the River Run."
Yeah, right. I wish I had her paycheck.
You're
Let
so
me give you a
you're
little
so
background.
vain.
Let me
You're
give you
so
a little
vain.
background on Annie. Annie, I'm going to give him a background from my personal point of view, and then you fill in what you did for a living and how you got into music. We may have covered that the first time you were on, but that's okay. I grew up the block. There's 7 kids in Annie's family. 1 boy, my best friend when I was a kid. Co-best friends, Tommy Muller and Jay Wenz. Tommy came to our gala this year, by the way. I saw Tommy Muller a few months ago. Yeah. So Annie lived down the block. Our fathers were both a little nutty, right?
A little.
And
Your father's not nutty.
Halloween. She told me the story about Halloween today with her dad. Tell a story again, quick.
Okay. Well, I was every year. My mom had the 7 of us kids dress my dad up for Halloween, and I was telling you it was the Cleopatra outfit, the yellow dress with the beaded thing, and it was not the Cleopatra outfit. It was the Little Red Riding Hood outfit. So we dressed my dad up as Little Red Riding Hood, and it was really kind of creepy, hairy Little Red Riding Hood, and he had a red hood and like one of my grandma's bingo aprons. I don't know if you remember my grandma, but she made bingo aprons.
Right.
She's from Poland, so he's got the bingo apron and a basket and the babushka over his head, and he takes a ladder. And you guys were on the 2nd floor, your house was on the 2nd floor, and he puts a ladder. And I remember all of us kids are there watching because my dad puts the ladder up and rap, hello, trick or treat, and he's banging on the window.
Banging on the
And
window on the 2nd floor with the ladder.
That's
And yours,
hilarious.
Your dad is wearing like a longshoreman's cap and his face is all blacked out and just grubbied up. And he opens the window and I don't know if he didn't know it was my dad or if he knew it was my dad and was just messing with him, but he starts shoving the ladder and my dad's like going whoop, 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 and the ladder's flapping in the air. It was funny.
He used to dress up every Halloween at Uncle Frank's house. All the cousins lived in Middle Village. We had 12. And we'd go down the basement, and he would come after work, after the luncheonette, and some bloody outfit come in the back door, and all the kids would be screaming and crying. And we knew he was going to come, but it didn't matter. Everybody still got scared.
Now, where do you live now, Annie?
I live in Southwest Florida near Fort Myers. Near
Okay,
Fort Myers.
nice.
All right, give the audience your address so if anybody wants to come over.
We went the area, not
I
the whole.
How? And everything's fine after the hurricane? Everything, you're all good?
No, well, there was damage, comparatively speaking, when there are folks who still have no businesses and no electric and, I'm
Still?
kissing the sky.
Sure.
But there's a 70-foot tree in my backyard that was like lifting up and going to take out the seawall and the dock. We're right on the end of a canal and the roof is going to have to be replaced, but there's, backup for the roof. I mean, I'm dragging brush and palm trees and coconuts. You can't walk onto the coconuts. You're going to get bashed in the head. So,
Well, I'm glad you're okay. You were a nurse.
I'm a nurse.
She still is a
went
nurse.
Well, you're a nurse.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I grew up in Queens and left when I was about 13, and we moved a little further east to Seaford area on Long Island. It was like Massapequa was the post office, Plain Edge
Right.
was the library.
And you know what's so funny, Annie? When I was in Middle Village and you guys moved, oh my God, you moved so far away. Now I'm in Belmore, and I realized Massapequa really wasn't that far. But as a kid,
We're in Massapequa now. This is our studio.
we're in Massapequa now.
This is Massapequa.
We were right behind Massapequa General Hospital. Is
Okay.
where we were.
Okay, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
with 7 kids in the family, it was very expensive and
Sure.
education, and so at that time there was a nursing shortage. So I went to school. They had scholarship programs for nurses, and I lived on the grounds of Pilgrim State, and got my nursing license there, and worked in Kentucky, way back Hill, Appalachia, when I first got out of school, and then moved to Massachusetts, lived there for many years, and I worked for as a nursing supervisor at a psych crisis shelter. But I always did music on the side,
Okay.
and music got busier, and then. That's the end. So I still have my nursing license, and sometimes I teach wellness, how to stay healthy on the road,
good.
drink your water, eat your carrots, don't eat the crap in the
That's
store.
it? That's it? After all that training, that's what you tell him? Drink water, eat carrots, that's it?
We're going out for a bowl of carrots after the show.
I was gonna, quick question. Your dad had 6 girls.
Yeah, and,
Did
and my
did-
brother.
Did he give you like what, $50 each for the wedding?
He used to say that he was going to put a escalator up to the upstairs window and whistle the wedding march every night. So I have a question.
Go.
Every time I picture you, and I don't know where I get this from. I picture you with your dark hair and your big brown eyes, and I remember you having a little cap that had a little bill, not a baseball cap. It was like a little, and I'm remembering like it was yellow and blue or something with a little
You're really
button on
painting
it
a
and
very
little
macho
brim.
picture of Johnny LaRocque as a child.
He's like Flounder from Animal House. Yeah.
I don't think I remember those memories. I think my mother had given me that hat, and I hid it when I went down the block. Let's talk about now. Our theme song right now is Play Ball, which you wrote. Play Ball.
Which I wrote.
Okay, we love the
wrote-
song. I love the
Yeah,
song.
great song, great song.
And Bill
Terrific.
Spaceman Lee.
With Spaceman Lee, he was a Major League Baseball player.
Bill Spaceman Lee, yeah.
He's in the video.
Okay.
He's
He was
in
on the
video.
Red Sox.
He's a good friend of yours, no?
He's a good buddy. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he'll be in town in a couple of days, and we're talking about getting together and
Steve.
hanging out. Yeah, he's
That's
a
Steve,
piece of
answer.
work. He is a brilliant man. I
pull
mean,
his-
brilliant.
pull his
Even
speaker right
though
here.
people, he's got an amazing sense of humor,
Hello?
and he puts himself out as this goofy guy, but he is incredible. I mean, he reads.
This is
You
John
want to
Santa.
know anything about history, books, movies? He's just an amazing
He
man.
sounds like
but
interesting. All right, so you're writing on new theme
Is
songs,
this a lever?
and do you have anything yet?
We're
Yeah,
on the
well,
air.
I do, and okay, so I started
We're
writing.
on
Then
the
my
air.
good buddy George Wurzbach, who lives
Right.
in Brooklyn. George did a
Yeah.
tour with me in Germany. I just love his writing. He does a bunch of writing with Tom Paxton, who wrote Ramblin' Boy, is very known for that. And George played piano with Mel Torme. I mean, he's a brilliant musician.
And who's the other
And
guy?
I just-
Peter Lemongello. Did he play with Peter Lemongello?
You're not on the air this time.
I don't know.
He's
You
every
never
week
know.
somebody brings up Peter Lemongello, so I had to throw it out there.
All right. Hey, you never know with George. And but
So let's
he-
see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so we started writing. So as a writer, it's like you putz it around, you poke it around, you
Sure.
say this could work. We started with lyrics first. Only today, before my motorcycle crapped out on me, bringing it to the repair guy and the brakes went. So I didn't get. This was like I got back here at 5:30 and I started trying to do the music bit. But I know you like the groove to play ball, so I got my
Yes.
slide here.
Yes, I
and
do.
so this is what I have. It is not in cement. It's nothing. And as
That's
I was
okay,
waiting
we'll-
to Skype up, I even some more. So we'll get to hear the bits you haven't heard. So
All right.
okay, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me.
We,
This is
that's
all-
not fair.
We're not making
Wait,
fun of
wait,
you.
we don't make fun of
We're
you.
very nice to
We
them.
have to make fun of you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I know you're from Queens. That's what we do. You don't
That's
like
right.
it anyway. And I know you like the blues thing, so I'm
Yes.
gonna try and do that. Okay. Laughter saves lives. Is that a joke? You're doing stand-up when my neck is broke. If I can't breathe, I need CPR, not some clown with a hearty heart. You gotta laugh, 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 laugh. You said I gotta laugh. Hey, wait, you're telling me laughter's key. Sometimes you gotta laugh at tragedy. First, you gotta have yourself a good long cry, then a kick and scream, and then a wallow in wine. You gotta laugh, 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 laughter saves lives. Then pick up the pieces with the joys of laughter. They're the joys of life. Laugh, 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 laugh. saves lives. You're a rodeo clown with forked up junk. You're a hip hop drummer who's lost the funk. If you sit down in a pile of fire ants, but you're in church and you can't take off your pants. You gotta laugh, 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 laugh to save lives. Pick up the pieces with jaws of laughter, they're the jaws of life. Laugh, 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 laughter, laughter saves lives. The bottom falls out, you're looking down a pit. You're tired of eating off a plate full of chips. Coming things up the down. You gotta laugh, laugh, laugh through the wind and hail. You gotta laugh, 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 laugh to save lives. Okay, no, so here's what I did. Well, okay, I gotta get up on my phone.
That
here.
was
Well,
that was awesome. And you
Okay, I
wrote
got
that
another
music
part.
today, did you not?
What?
You wrote the music today.
I wrote the music today, yeah, a couple of hours ago.
What? Because when I called her, she was like, I really don't have. Yeah, but we'll do it tonight. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. It really is. All kidding aside.
Some of us work well under pressure. Okay, so here's the new bit that I made. You know me, I do the talking
Unlike
bit
John
like
on
the
stage.
What's that? You want to hear the other bit?
No, I said unlike John on stage, he doesn't work well under pressure.
No, I know.
So then this is up for grabs yet and for tweaking and for editing, but something maybe you gotta laugh when you're up, you gotta laugh when you're down, you gotta laugh when your mama said, how to work in a yo mama joke because we're from Queens, right? How to laugh when your mama says you're a clown, you gotta laugh when you rise, gotta laugh when you fall, you gotta laugh at the zombies in the shopping mall, you gotta laugh when you think you can't take one more step, you got just laugh and suck it up till you forget, you gotta pick it up and move it on and sing yourself a laugh, 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 laughter song, and laugh, laugh, laugh. Okay, so then the last bit is laughter saves lives. That ain't no joke. We'll chuck you a chuckle on the life ring rope. So open up your wallet, cough up your cash. If we crack you up, it's a buck of laugh. You gotta laugh, 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 laugh to saves lives. And
Nice
of course
job.
again, pick up the pieces with jaws and laughter. They're the joys of life. Laugh, 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 laugh to save lives.
This is great. We're actually seeing her put the song together. This is great.
The end.
I think that. Bravo. That was very good.
All
Terrific.
right, we'll talk because you know the one verse that you left out that
Yeah.
we spoke about, but we'll talk about that. You know the one
Okay.
verse I'm talking about?
We'll talk. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, about.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But
I
that
like
was
the way
excellent.
she holds the phone.
yeah.
to the-
It was terrific.
Excellent.
It was terrific.
Thank you so much
I
for.
love your show. I love what you're doing. You guys totally freaking rock.
Thank
she's
you,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
Annie Wenz, let's hear it for Annie.
And we got to have you back on the show. You're a terrific guest, too.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna
Big
come down
hugs.
there.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next time we're in Florida too.
Yes, we got to put that together. I love what
We
you're
will.
doing. Keep it up.
Excellent.
Take
Annie
care,
Wenz
Amy.
with the theme
Thank you.
song.
care.
She did one verse. And I told her I wanted to refer to 9/11, but not say 9/11.
Wait, I did. Wait, I got that part. The bravest and finest.
She's still there.
Never-
Oh, yeah. Put
Yeah,
it back
read the
on.
verse.
Put it back on.
Read the verse.
Put me back. Wait, that was going to be what was
back.
called-
Get it back here. Get it back here.
Put back. Wait a minute.
There she is.
Go ahead.
This
Go ahead.
is such a professional
Go ahead.
show. I love it.
But wait, there's more. Okay, so yeah, so because of because of 9/11, the bravest and finest say never forget. Let's remember the joy. Let's laugh and joke and keep the hope or something like that.
Right.
So that's going to be the part that's the bridge. And yeah, up mine. I don't know why I didn't put that in.
That's okay.
When I read it tonight, it's because it was in the little line. But yeah, that will be in there. That's
Don't
the
make
bridge.
the song too long because we got to use some for the air.
No,
gotta
we
save us
could
time
use
to
it before.
talk.
We could use it
I'm
before.
only
We could use it before the comedy shows too.
Hey, no, I
Right.
know.
Yeah, as a
That's what I was
warm-up,
thinking of. That's a great
song.
thing. You can do it for. You can
Yes.
come out singing it.
That's your last song
In
before you
fact,
start the show.
I want to sing something in the song, like one of the not by
No,
myself.
no,
Yes, I do.
no.
I do.
Own it.
Of
No.
course you can. Of course you can. You
Good.
can. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
That's-
excellent.
What kind of show is this? The Laughter Saves Lives
Thank you, Annie.
When I perform, there's always the part for the audience to sing along, and I will time this. People love you more when it's under like 4 minutes. So
Yes.
I'll time it and take a
Good.
razor to it.
I was only teasing you because I was making a joke. It's all right.
No, but that's how the real deal works when you're writing a song.
All right, this
So
time we're gonna say
Okay.
goodbye. We have to put him in that box again.
All right, take care.
Thanks,
Andy.
anyone.
Like in Batman when the Joker does this.
Wait, put me back.
All right, get her out of here. Get her out of here. We had enough of her.
Get
now.
out
Get
of
out of here.
here!
Put the spaceman on.
Joker
Where's the
here.
That was funny. But that's right. I only called her like yesterday, and she goes, "Oh, I can't. I'm busy last night." I said, "Well, we're taping the show tomorrow."
Right,
So
right.
she said, "All right," and I knew she didn't write the music yet, so I was expecting
Right.
her to give us like one verse. Or
No,
one-
that was terrific.
That was true.
She
It,
did
filled
Yeah.
it worked out perfect.
Do you know how
Since our
hard that
guest
is?
isn't here.
A whole song. By the way,
Oh yeah,
that
Where's-
was Steve.
Where is he?
Why do you think he's not here?
Wrong time.
Exactly.
You're kidding?
He
And did
told
we
me,
say-
he goes, you're on the air. What? I thought we were on 8 o'clock. I'm like, we told you 5 times. I was there. 7 o'clock.
Let's text. Our,
where- is he coming?
Next guest.
No,
is-
it's not worth it now.
She is calling
We're
in,
off the
right?
air.
Our next guest is calling in. Emily is going to call in. So text her and tell Emily to call in.
Well, why don't you give it? Oh, who?
She has the phone number. So let's
Is
have
Emily in,
call
in this thing here?
I'm going to read. Did I read my page 5 story?
Yes, you. No, you didn't.
no, we didn't.
All
we
right,
didn't
while we're
talk
waiting
about
for
that.
Emily, I'm going to read my one of my page 5 stories, the good one. So check this out while he's calling them. Check this out, Pat. By the way, Steve Believer was supposed to be here, and he's supposed to be not only here, a guest. We allotted time to interview him.
Yeah, and we planted. We told him
Questions.
7 o'clock. How many times?
Questions. So,
Well, it's going to be 8 o'clock that you're going to be watching. We told him 7. He's a chooch.
a chooch.
He's a chooch.
All right, so my page 5 story for today. Check this out. A mother in Wisconsin is facing a felony charge. That's bad, right?
Yes, yes.
Of reckless endangering safety after she allegedly strapped her 9-year-old son to the top of the minivan with a plastic pool. Now, in her defense, she had no rope. So she said, I'm going to put the pool on top. I can't fit it in. How am I going to hold it down? So she had a 9-year-old on the top of the van holding the pool down.
That's a good idea.
Right?
But where was she from?
Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Wisconsin.
The cheeseheads.
Her last name, I know I'm going to read it wrong because when I read the story,
Schmuck.
Schmuck. I kept saying Schmuck. It's not Schmuck.
Oh, it's not Schmuck?
It's Schmunk.
Schmunk.
Emily
Schmunk.
Skyping or calling?
She's calling in.
Please
Amanda
call in.
Schmunk of Fredonia was charged early this month on September 9th. The incident, the officers reserved call. Somebody called saying there's a child on top of the vehicle.
Oh,
Now,
my
it could
God.
be that, sometimes you leave your cup of coffee on top. Could she have forgotten that the kid was
Yeah,
on
well, you
top?
leave your phone or something on there. Yeah,
Is it
she left
possible-
the kid up there. It's no big deal.
She didn't realize it. She was on a phone.
Where is this story?
Well, you know,
Wisconsin.
all kidding aside,
see
all
this?
kidding aside, John,
Schmuck.
Santo, I think you could relate to. I could picture John doing that. And I hope
Oh,
he
I'll tell
doesn't
you a
do it
funny
with the
story.
little
Oh,
guy.
no, listen
I
to
hope
this.
he don't do it with the little guy. But he forgets everything.
Listen
You forget
to this.
everything.
I had my daughter when I coached baseball
Yeah,
with my friend Dennis.
yeah.
I had my
was that?
daughter in the back seat. Something's ringing. I had my daughter in the back seat, right?
Right.
And a parent comes over to me and goes, "How come my son isn't pitching?" And I start getting into a conversation. I walk all the way across the field, and my friend Dennis goes, "I thought you were bringing Olivia." Holy! I ran all the way back. I did not tell my wife that story for 15 years. Until Dennis is my plumber. He came over, he goes to my wife,
How
"Remember when
old?
John-"
How old
Wait,
was
I
she?
got
She was a little peanut, like probably the age of the baby.
I got
Oh.
a story to top you about something crazy. A friend of mine is older than me. He had his dog with him in the car, and he went down to Mulberry Street in Manhattan, and they were going around the corner to Mott Street and stuff. The dog was on a leash. It jumped out the window. He driving. He didn't know the dog was outside. He's pulling up to the front with him, meeting the friends, and the dog's running next to the car. Thank God he was going around that corner, and he was like, he wasn't going that fast. He going, and this dog's running up next to the car. True story.
Can I tell you a truth?
Did you text Emily?
I did, yeah.
Did she respond?
Not yet.
What did you tell her? Skype?
Please call in.
Please Skype in.
Skype in.
Skype in. I mean, she has the Skype number. She knows
She knows how to
No, she
Skype?
knows how to
Oh, she
Skype.
could Skype?
She can Skype, yes.
I thought we said we were going to see her.
Oh, no, you're right.
She's not
She's
Skype.
I
calling
said
in.
call in.
Call in. Call her.
Okay.
Call her. And
Call her.
Call her.
Okay, tell my story first. It's related to the
Hold
dogs.
on.
We're not in a rush. Tell your story.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, yeah.
So I pulled up next to a car, and the woman had the dog's head out the window. So I pulled up next to her at the light, and I said, "Ma'am, it's not good for your dog's eyes for them to have the head out the window." So I get the typical Long Island attitude. How do you know? Like with the whole head bob and everything. And I'm like, "I'm a veterinarian." So she goes, "Oh, thank you, doctor. Thank you so much." And she took the dog in. True story. It's happened a few times, but that was the best
You
one.
even impersonate a veterinarian now.
Even a veterinarian.
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm a veterinarian." She's like, "Oh, thank you, doctor." You know.
And she
great.
believed it.
Yeah. Now I just gave away. I can't go undercover again. as a
John's
veterinarian.
not too interested in the
Call,
story.
no,
He
caller,
kept saying
caller.
Caller.
When I was a kid, a bunch of us were in the car. It was like 4 or 5 kids, and there was this man with a beard. He looked kind of strange, and he's walking down, and we're starting to look. We're laughing, you know how kids can be, right?
Right.
And the guy walks next to the car, right? He looks in the window.
Hey, why is my wife's number in your phone? I'm kidding.
Recent number. Only when you're at work.
Oh, LaRocchia gets around here, LaRocchia. I just hope you don't put the little guy on top of the roof one day.
No,
Yeah,
not the little guy.
that kid's too
Now
cute.
this will go through the system.
Yeah, we gotta take her off a speaker. It should go through the system.
No,
But I
don't put
wanted
her
her
on
to,
speaker. Don't
I
put her on
wanted her to
speaker.
No,
It's plugged in. You got it plugged in on the wall.
I got to plug
I think we got to tell him to turn the volume up. But first get her on the phone.
First I'll get it. All right, first we gotta get it.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice message
Maybe
Just
maybe,
right.
maybe he'll wheelchair and get to the phone.
5240.
People don't know that we're on the show. These guests have got to.
We got 2 guests today.
Moment
Maybe
of their lives.
maybe the service dog is sleeping. Let's try her again.
All right, I'm going to start talking about the service dogs, and hopefully we'll get her on the phone.
I
So
feel
here's-
bad. This is the most
Wait a
important moment of her life. She's gonna be on our show.
Maybe she's with a lever.
I don't know. Very nice. Very
Oh, this
nice.
show is getting better and
We
better.
lost. We have a wheelchair guest tonight
Yeah,
who's
why
going to
don't we
talk
put,
about service dogs.
Maxwell?
This woman looks stupid. Can I just show the audience? This is the woman. If
Oh,
you
you
can see
can't
it.
see that picture. Get up.
No,
here we
they
go.
can see it.
No, you
they can.
can't.
They'll zoom in with the on the internet web.
She looks very normal.
She looks
very
stupid.
normal.
She looks like a typical
You know what?
stupid
I
person.
got an idea.
You never left your
Wait,
kid on
wait,
top of your
wait,
car.
listen,
Is that what
guys.
you're
Never.
telling me?
I left the handheld skater on top of the car.
This is a
once.
saver.
Not a person.
Call a lever, and we're going to talk to him why he's
We'll do
not
his
here.
interview.
Yeah, do
Call
his
a
interview.
lever.
Yeah, call him up.
All right.
Holy lever. So let me talk about the service dogs.
This is
for
a very
second.
stressful job. This chair. by
It
the way,
is.
with
Yes,
the
it
phone.
is.
I worked at one night. Yes, but I worked at the worst night when John was calling us.
Can I talk about service dogs for a second?
Oh, there he is!
Calling you.
We told you 400 times. Where were you? We were worried sick.
Sit down.
Don't call me.
Come on,
Married
I'm not
men
going to
don't
answer.
Stay out all night.
I'm not going to answer.
The wheelchair guest didn't call. We thought you were with her.
Listen to me, folks. In my business, it's 25 minutes to the hour is
Monkey
fashionable. It makes you stand out, folks.
You
So
stand out, all right.
thank you very much.
All right, listen to me. We're going to do an interview with you.
All right, bring it, baby.
We stretched out the other interview because you weren't here. Now our guest
Now we're tight on time. No,
is
no.
not here either. Not
John
coming.
adorned in his Met regalia, all ready for next year.
We were gonna wear the same. You have this exact
I wore it last show.
sweatshirt.
I wore it last week's show.
Last
yeah.
week's
You
show.
guys in the sweatshirts. Where did you grow up, Mr. Oliva?
I grew
do
up
wear
in Flushing,
shorts.
Queens, baby.
Flush. That's where
Home
you
of the
grew up?
Mets.
You grew up in Flushing.
Grew up in Flushing. I lived in the Bronx for a little while.
Brothers
lived
and
in-
sisters. Brothers and sisters.
I got 2 sisters, folks. Lovely,
Older?
lovely.
Older?
They're older. The good thing about having older sisters, pretty. They're very pretty growing up. But they're still
good.
pretty. Is I didn't get my butt kicked a lot by the tough older guys because, well, they wanted to date my sisters, frankly.
Good.
So that helped a lot.
So you
I'd be like, hey, listen, hey, you want to kick my butt? Easy, buddy. How about I pencil you in for Saturday? She's available. She's available.
before I became a fireman, I had a lot of crappy jobs.
Yeah.
Crazy jobs. That's
right.
crappy. I worked at Color Tile as a manager.
Oh, you're terrible.
I worked.
You did a terrible job in my basement, by the way. I want to tell you.
down on Wall
Yeah,
Street.
awful.
What were some of the jobs that you had before you came, and what made you become a firefighter?
Oh man. Well, listen. Excellent question.
Thank you.
I right before I became a fireman, I
it
was
was a better
working
question about
35
minutes
ago. Yeah. But this is.
Let's not interrupt our guest.
Let's try. Thank you very much, Pat.
He had everything to say about him. Now he's here.
My
He's
ears
over.
were ringing.
Let's not try to
My ears were
interrupt
ringing.
us.
That probably was the cop siren behind me as I was racing here. That was
Yeah,
probably
you
the
were
ringing.
racing.
I just got your text. You're on the way.
All right, I'm on the way.
Go ahead. So why?
Well, right before I became a fireman, I was working for Smith Barney at the time, and I was working on the trading floor.
What?
You
I
didn't
did not.
take any of their clothes, I guess. huh?
Listen to me.
You were a trader?
I was not a trader. I was on my way to be a trader.
Wait, a trader. I'm thinking, what's the clothing store? I'm thinking Smith Barney.
I didn't work at Chess.
Barney's.
I didn't work at. I didn't work at
Listen.
Chess King, and I didn't sell Pat
I'm
a
sorry.
velour sweatsuit back in the day.
I used to wear the velour sweats, the Sergio Tacchini,
Sergio
the feelers,
Tacchini.
the
It was
feelers.
very
the
in
Sergio-
style,
The
that's
feelers
right.
were nice, yeah.
So Smith Barney.
But don't get too long into your interview.
I'm sorry.
Just
Yeah. I
like
wanna
get to the good
point.
stuff because
Sorry.
we don't want to bore the audience,
I wanna
and
keep
we
it
don't
on-
have that much time anymore.
I'm going to keep it under 300,000 seconds.
Get the,
So
wheelchair, boy.
yeah, I worked for a brokerage firm. I did not like it. It's what I did. I had a degree in economics. I couldn't talk to you for 10 seconds about economics, but I got a degree from City College.
It's very stressful, those jobs.
Yeah, it was. It's just not what I was cut out to do. But I did it for a little over 2 years. I would basically
You see
roll
the
in.
stress in your face.
Of course, I would roll in from the Hamptons at 6 in the morning. I'd be at my desk at 7:45, and I passed my Series 7. And then I told my boss, "Thank you for the promotion, but I want to be a fireman." Because the guys from my neighborhood, my best friends, who I'm still friends with, said, "Hey, we're going to take the fireman's test."
Hold on one second. Didn't I say it was going
this
to be
boring?
a funny interview? It was going to be funny, right? That's the whole idea of it.
I said it's going to be like
Funny,
one of
it
the
was
boring ones.
hysterical.
I said it's going to
Okay,
be
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
So I did it. I left. I threw out all my suits. I kept one for weddings and
Funerals?
funerals, which is pretty much like this interview is right now. And
Pretty much.
I became a fireman. And like 2 days later,
Weren't you a boxer?
I fought in the Golden Gloves. I still love boxing.
You helped the fire department team?
A little bit here and there. Here and there. Yeah, I was done boxing at the time.
Who were one of your favorite boxers growing up that inspired you to box?
Nobody really. I used to just punch the bag in the backyard with the socks on my hands. I get my hands all
So you
bloody.
weren't like a normal kid that you idolized somebody you wanted
No,
to do
I
something?
did later on when I got into boxing. Marvin Hagler, Carmen Basilio, who was a farmer upstate. He was a welterweight champion. Beat Sugar Ray Robinson, by the
These
way.
are guys that you knew or just
I
that
didn't
you-
know them.
You didn't
No,
know, you just-
no.
Wait a
One of my famous
Well, that's
fights
like
I
us saying
remember,
Mickey
the
Mantle
Hagler
and,
the Marvin
13.
Hagler Hearns fight.
Marvin Hagler
Good
Hearns, I
baseball.
watched it about, I'm not kidding, about 65
That was a
times.
great fight. And no, Hagler
What
led
about
the fight.
Rocky Balboa? You
Rocky
Italian,
Balboa
you like Rocky?
inspired everyone.
You want to hear an interesting story?
They're not
If it's
letting
any
you get
more
into
interesting than this, yeah, I might as well.
My uncle was a boxer. He's 92 now.
I could take him.
He
He might have been the only guy I could beat.
Or our next guest you might be able to take too.
he was in the Golden Gloves, and he was later on a referee.
Yeah,
Golden
sure,
Gloves.
sure.
He was the mayor's bodyguard for Wagner, Lindsay and Beam. He was a cop.
Really?
Yeah, very. I want to have him on one night.
That'd be awesome.
Want to have him on?
Emily?
Love
All right,
to
we
talk.
got a real guest coming on.
Hello.
We're
A
gonna-
paying guest?
Oh, you're on the air.
Hi guys, how are you?
Is this Emily?
Hello, Emily.
Yes, it's
Is this
Emily.
a caller in or
Nice
an Emily?
To meet you.
Good. I thought it was Annie again. It sounded like Annie again.
Let's give
Emily,
her
I'm just going to read a quick little
Intro.
bio, just a quick intro, and you can fill in the blanks. All right.
Yeah,
First,
sure.
pronounce your last name. Is it Rachel?
Hold on one second. Can they put a picture of Emily up there so the
we
audience
can-
can see
Is it
Emily?
racial? Everything's got to be racial?
How do you
Come on.
pronounce your last name, Emily?
My stage name is Emily Rachel, but my official name is Emily Sciaretta.
Oh, look how beautiful
Oh,
she looks. Yeah.
can I call you Smith? Both of those names are difficult for me.
You
So,
can call me that. That's fine.
Emily R. Emily R.
Emily is a professional gospel jazz vocalist. She was crowned Miss Wheelchair New York, USA 2016 with her platform of service dogs, changing lives one wag at a time. She was also awarded the prestigious Woman of Distinction for 2016 for New York State for her work with disabled and service dogs. Let's welcome Emily to the show.
All right, Emily. All
Emily,
right.
Thank you
excellent.
so much.
The pictures are beautiful, by the way, Emily. You
Oh,
look great.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
very
so
much. I
Emily,
appreciate that.
we're running a little late, so I don't want to cut you off too much. Tell us a little bit about. Well, Pat wrote down some questions here
Yeah.
that we can't find right now.
Well-
Tell us a little bit about your singing first.
Sure. I'm a gospel jazz singer, which means I take contemporary Christian music and I make it gospel music and jazz music. So I take contemporary Christian music and I make it jazzy and gospel-y. So it's a very soulful sound to contemporary Christian music. That's what I
No,
do.
well, one question I'm sorry, John. Where can we? You can put us back on the screen if you want. Where Where can we find your music if we want to buy it or we want to listen to it at all? Is it out there? We can see it on YouTube or anything? Can you tell the audience?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It's on YouTube, but you can also go to my website, which is www.emilyrachel, EMILYRACHAEL.com. And there are a bunch of videos, and there's actually, you can see me sing live to the album that I'm working on right now. So there's all kinds of links, and my gig's coming up. I have a big gig December 7th. It's all on the website. Thank you. It would be fantastic to have other people listen to me.
That's great. Yeah,
Emily-
I'm going to listen to you tonight.
If you want to
Oh, thank
sing
you,
for
sir.
Joel Osteen, just call him before any hurricanes because he won't answer otherwise.
Oh, gosh, don't get me started.
You want to answer this question?
Yeah, so let's get into the main reason we wanted you to call in, because our mutual friend Donna recommended you. I'm very curious about service dogs and companion dogs. So let's just first start with the service dogs. You have a service dog, correct?
I do, actually. My husband and I both have service dogs from Canine Companions for Independence, which is the largest service dog organization in the country.
In fact, Donna, hopefully Donna, she'll probably watch this. I don't know. We want to do a show. I want to do a show. Donna supports comedy in Long Island. She's at everybody's shows.
Yes.
Yeah, she's great.
I want to
Thank
do a
you.
night where we support that charity for her. Do something. I think that's a really cool idea, like to kind of honor her.
Definitely.
One
Yeah,
night.
no, that would be great because she
Oh,
Get
that's
all the
wonderful.
lookers. Yeah.
a lot of
she puts
shows.
a lot
So
of time.
anywho,
That's wonderful.
now I assume your husband is also in a wheelchair.
He is. He's disabled also, yes.
Okay.
Why would you? Well, not John. Why would you? Why do you? Why is the need for a service dog?
What does a service dog do for you?
Oh, my goodness. There are quite a few things, actually. They come to us trained with 44 commands, and I taught her another 20. Like, she'll pick things up off the floor for me as the size of a quarter. She opens up doors. She closes them. I taught Carmel to use her nose to press an elevator button for me. There's a million things. They can actually go into the refrigerator and pick up a bottle of Coca-Cola that you want. They will, a cup of it. They will get that for you. It's unlimited what you can teach these dogs to do. I actually taught Carmel to follow a laser pointer to get something from me across the room if I couldn't reach it.
Now,
So it's truly unlimited. It's whatever you need as a disabled person.
Can they get
Whatever you
beer
need
from a
help with.
fridge, Emily? Can they get beer from a fridge?
Yes.
Oh, I love
They
it.
could.
What
Yes, they
kind
can.
of-
If you teach them that, yes, they
Awesome.
can get beer from a
What kind of
fridge,
dog
yes.
is it?
so now you both have service dogs, right? You said.
Yes, both of us
Okay.
do, yes.
Do they do different things, or they both do the same things for you guys?
They do the basic commands that they're trained with, the original amount, but then he taught his dog to do certain things. I taught my dog to do certain things. Like I taught Carmel after I'm done singing to take a bow, and she'll bow for the audience. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. So there's different type of training for whatever you need. Like what kind of for different
kind of
types of
dog?
situations? I
What
guess.
kind of dogs are there?
Yeah. What kind of
Exactly.
dogs? What kind of dogs are the
they're-
best service dogs?
Our particular dogs are Lab Golden Crosses. They sometimes do purebreds, but for the most part, they do Lab Goldens because of their temperament.
What's
And
a
they
Lab
teach you the
Golden?
basics when you're in team training, which is a 12-day program. They teach you the initial you're out of team training while you're doing it. Also, they teach you how to train your dog what you need help with. You know,
Right.
some people have taught their dogs to put dishes into dishwashers. They teach them
Wow.
to get a tissue. I mean, it's incredible. It's just whatever you need help with, you can teach these dogs, as long as it's safe for the dog, of course.
Wow.
Can they tell a joke? I need help with jokes.
Yeah, yeah. Emily,
I don't think you do. I think you guys are awesome.
did you ever hear, Emily, of I've seen the program where prisoners train service dogs. That's one of the things they do as part of their rehabilitation is they train service dogs.
What, to rob
Yes,
cars?
No,
exactly.
they have programs in prison. I know my dad trained about 10 or
You
12
never saw
dogs.
Canines and
So-
Felons?
Oh,
That
God
great?
bless them. That's
Canines
awesome.
and-
They do, and it's incredible too because it's amazing for the prisoners and it's amazing for the dogs because the
Yeah.
bond is so strong. And then the people, when they graduate, they come with the dog so that the prisoner could actually see how well the dog is working
that's
out
great.
when they allow it. It's incredible.
All right, let me ask you this, Emily. So
Sure.
your service dog is trained to do certain things for you, okay?
Yes.
Now, these companion dogs that we spoke about, like I was in the airport the other day, and I saw a special on this once, and I don't want to talk negatively about the companion dogs, but supposedly, number one, they don't pay on the plane, so a lot of people supposedly get this rating so they can bring the dog on the plane and not pay for it. Some people do need it for psychological reasons. But this guy had a big dog, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope he's not sitting next to me. That dog is pretty big.
Oh boy.
There's a major difference between a service dog and a companion dog, correct?
Yes, there are companion dogs and there are what are called emotional support animals, and that's kind of what you're describing.
Yes.
They're called ESAs. ESAs are allowed on airplanes and they're also allowed in apartment complexes, but that's it. They're not allowed to be in any other public places. And what people do, unfortunately, is they want their pet with them so badly that they pass off these dogs, and then it becomes a problem for the bona fide service dog.
You know,
It
I'm
happens
talking.
to my
I hate
husband and I
that.
every time we're out.
Emily,
People
I
try
can
to
talk
ruin
from
it.
an emotional point of view for a second. We just put to sleep our Maltese. We've had her for 13 years. I mean, my wife is crying every night. My daughter, and they didn't bring that dog into to restaurants. Every once in a while, they have the little case. They brought it into CVS or whatever. But I can understand people getting really attached to dogs. But isn't it kind of easy to get that rating?
It is. You need a psychiatrist or your doctor to write a letter, and then they allow that. But as much as I understand that everybody loves their pets, because I've had pets before, I had Carmel, who actually, I wish you could see this, she actually walked over to me. She was in the other room. She just now walked over to me because she wanted to say hello, and she just because I'm talking to you now, it's hysterical.
Hi.
But
Hello.
anyway, yeah, I understand that people love their animals. I get that, but the problem is that people bring their pets into public places, whether it's CVS or wherever it is, and the problem is that they don't have any type of public training. So what happens is they lunge at our dogs, they bark at them. My dog has been attacked, actually. So that's the reason why it's not safe for
No, I can understand that.
It's not safe for the handlers, and it's not safe for the public. That's why these dogs go through such strenuous training for public access. They start training these dogs at about 6 weeks, and we don't get them till about 2 years old.
And they
So
all
while
don't
I
pass the
understand
training,
everybody
right?
loves their-
Emily, they all don't pass the training, because I know somebody in California who was training one and they failed the dog.
Yes, exactly. Only 40% of
They
the
go to
service dogs
BOCES.
pass. They're very stringent standards.
Emily, if you need a psychiatrist to get one of these dogs, I could have my backyard would look like Cesar Millan's training place.
All right,
I'd
Emily,
have so many dogs it wouldn't even be funny.
Emily, one more question before we let you go because we're running out of time. I see you won Miss Wheelchair USA. Was that like a competition? Did you have to wear like a bikini or anything in
Why
there?
are
Like
you
that?
saying that?
No,
Did you
no,
hear
no
this?
bikinis, no
Always
talent
with the guys.
competition, But we did have to wear gowns, and there were questions and answers, and it was a solid week of competition, and I came in first runner-up, Miss Congeniality, and a bunch of other awards.
You
So I
look
was
lovely.
very-
You look beautiful.
Nice, nice.
Great
Oh,
job.
Now-
thank
now,
you. You're very kind.
One quick question. It's a joke, kid, but now your husband's in a wheelchair and you're in a wheelchair. Did you guys meet on a wheelchair dating site? Do they have a wheelchair dating site?
You're going to laugh. They do. I'm sure they
Oh,
must,
see?
but we actually
I
met
believe
through,
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Why not?
we met through Canine Companions. We actually met through the organization. So our wedding was on Channel 12, and we've done a lot of different
Oh, wow.
write-ups for them, and that's how we met through the organization. We met through a puppy raiser.
Emily, we're going to have to let you go in a
Love,
second,
love.
but on December 1st, we're doing a fundraiser at Colonial Springs Golf Club for Angela's House, which raises money for very sick, frail children. They have these beautiful homes that they live in. If you guys would want to come, we'll give you 2 free tickets.
Oh, thank you so much. I will definitely let Frank know. That would be fantastic. Where is it?
It's at Colonial Springs in East Farmingdale. We'd love to have
okay.
you. Don, in
Oh,
fact,
thank you so
Don is
much.
coming. Don is coming.
Oh, great. Okay, fantastic. I would love to see her again.
We
That
can't
would be
thank you
great.
enough for calling in. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
your
This has
time.
been,
Great
this has been
guest.
so much
Thanks,
fun.
Emily.
You guys are awesome. God bless you.
Thank you,
you.
Emily.
All right, Emily.
We got
Bye-bye.
Tell
Good night.
Max to Skype in.
I-
Max is Skyping.
Oh, Skyping. I
He's
told him
Skyping.
to call in and I give him
He
that
knows.
number.
He knows. Did you text him?
I texted him to call in, but
Let's see if we
let
Let's
me,
see if we can read
tell him
Max's.
Skype.
You have Max's.
Did you
Want to
hang
read
up
it?
on her?
Yeah. No, she was.
no, she was on the main.
You have Max's bio
No, I
there.
don't have Max. You have it, man.
Where's Max's bio? We
You
can
never
read
gave
it
it to
quick.
me. All right, so
Interesting guest.
that was a great guest.
Yeah, that was
Interesting
really
guest.
great.
You guys,
Excellent.
Very
behaved
interesting.
yourself.
Yes.
No, it was a
within
great
reason.
guest. It was a great
You know,
guest.
before the show, the one
Much
thing
better
I
than
said was,
Steve.
I know she was in a competition. I said, don't ask if there was a bikini involved. He had
Well-
he couldn't help himself.
Couldn't help himself.
He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer of sorts.
You know, she had a great sense of humor, by the way.
She did. She's
She really had a great.
Hey,
Okay, so hopefully our next guest that's calling in, he's going to tell us a story, a funny story about a service dog. He's a wonderful comic. He plays all over the country. He's been on cruise ships. He's opened for Jerry Seinfeld, unbelievable acts. He's worked practically every club. He's what he told me to say. Every cruise line has opened for celebs like Red Fox.
Yeah, Red
that means
Fox.
Max is old, right?
Yeah, I work with
Tom Jones, Little
Not with Red
Richard.
Fox.
So many recently toured with Wayne Newton. A roommate with Sam Kennison for a while. Wow. Comic Strip Live. He's really funny guy. I've
He's
worked
a
with
great
him
guy. I worked
number
with
of
him. I
years.
worked with him once. He's a great
I
guy.
heard of Max. I know
All right,
Max.
do we don't have him?
We don't have him yet. I told
Max?
him to Skype in.
All right. All right.
Try to call him now.
Max, call us back, buddy.
Call us back,
trying
Matt.
to
Oh,
call you.
we're not live.
We're not
Okay.
live.
Oh, that's right.
Why don't you call him?
I
We
call
can
him.
call
I
him.
call him now. Yes,
Call him.
I
We'll
do.
get him on phone instead of Skype.
Yeah.
So yeah, good guest.
He actually was our first comedian at Bingo's Bravest Night of Comedy years ago.
Oh really?
It was Max. He was our first, I'm almost positive, he was our first headline professional comic.
He works on a lot
back
of
then.
cruise ships now, too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I've known him for years and years. We keep in touch, and
I think we're gonna get him now.
all right, you got to keep him off of.
He's terrific.
We got 4
Hello?
minutes.
Hi, Max.
Take him off of his.
Yeah,
He's not on speaker. He's on the.
He's
Hey
on the-
Max,
hey,
how
man,
are you,
says-
buddy?
I'm good.
We're
Who's
gonna
this,
scrap.
John?
We're gonna scrap Skype. We have about 3 minutes. I just gave him your intro because we're not live tonight, so you didn't hear it. We told him how wonderful you are. When you watch the show next week, you'll see the real intro. We really trashed you, but. Max,
John did.
tell us your story about the service dog.
Okay, I've got a couple of them, but the funniest one to me was I travel a lot. You know that,
Yes.
right? I'm always at airports. About 8 months ago, maybe about 9 months ago, I was joining a ship in West Palm Beach, a cruise ship. It was performing on a cruise line. And have you been to West Palm Beach Airport?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yes.
elderly.
women with face jobs and plastic surgery, and that howdy doody look. You
My
know what I'm talking
demographic.
about? And everybody's got a service dog. Everybody's got a service dog, and little chihuahuas, little poodles. This one woman at a Star, I'm standing in line at a Starbucks. The woman in front of me, she had the plastic surgery, the big lips and the high cheek. It was just she had to be in her 70s. She's holding
nice.
a poodle, a baby toy poodle, pink toy poodle, with a service dog outfit on. And I said to her, I said, what services that dog provide? She says to me, and she looks at me, with disdain, she goes, "It comforts me." I said, well, you know what? All dogs comfort people.
That's
she
true.
said, "Are you making fun of my disability?" She says that.
What was
And
her
I
disability?
said,
Frog
"You mean-"
lips?
I said, "You mean cheating and lying?" And she gave me when she goes,
Oh, good
"Whoa!"
one. Good one, Max. Good for you, buddy.
She starts screaming at me, and the dog is totally confused. He has no idea what's going on. I left Starbucks. I went somewhere else to get coffee. But
Good,
anyway,
good job.
Hey Max, we
Good
wanna,
job, Max.
We only have 30 seconds. We want to have you back another night. We could do a full interview with you. I really appreciate you calling in tonight because I know I only contacted you this afternoon.
Oh, we called him.
all right,
no,
no
but I mean
problem.
this afternoon I called him.
I'd love to do it. Now, I've got to fly to Sacramento. I'm flying out tomorrow. I won't be back for a week. I've got to do some stuff out there.
All right, enjoy,
California.
Max. Thank you so much.
All
One
right,
of the
take
funniest
care,
guys
Max.
in the business.
Max,
Thanks,
no
guys.
Let me know.
Silly.
Thank
Let me
you,
know.
Max.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you, Max. Don't
Thanks,
jelly.
buddy.
We're going to wrap it up tonight, guys. Everybody, take
How much
care.
time we have
Thanks for
left?
tuning in.
We're off. We're off.
We're off.
Great show, guys.
Thanks for
Steve.
watching.
I
Thanks for
made
getting here
it.
on time,
Thank you,
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry,
thanks,
folks.
Steve.
Great.
All right, guys.
Your
White
children.
gloves,
Get him a watch.
slapping in
What a
hands,
terrific
popcorn and
show. That
peanuts,
is terrific. I
Hey.
hope your mother's watching
Unbelievable.
this, Steve.
pink cotton candy.
Don't be
Love on a
stuck.
stick was chasing the bear that took her the lips, playboy.